So hello everyone, this is our new tutorial. When you hover on it, this animation goes on with some jelly-ish button. So for create that, we have to create a simple button and make it a class name of it. So we can write anything in the class name. I go with the F and inside of the button. Also, we can write anything. I write my name. And after create that, this is a simple basic button without any modification. So after create that, we have to create main thing, that is a for span under under the name of the button. We have to create a for span tag, and this span tag will work everything that we saw. This is the main thing. So this is a simple basic HTML page. Now we have to move to the styling sheet. So first of all, to the basics, to body, the so the background color is not the RGB one. The background color is a basic black, and the margin padding as usual 0, that we did in every video. The margin padding, and the overflow will be hidden. So after creating the basic, we have to modify the button now. Inside the button, we say the background color will be transparent. Then color of the font size is white. And font size is complete up your own. I am doing with the 100 pixel, but you can do anything. And display flex. So after doing that, this is a basic output, not much, not big thing. So after create that, we have to modify the F, that this F, because this is a class name of the whole button and we have to make it more stylized. So for that, first of all, we have to maintain the position, that is absolute, and the top is completely up your own. I use 230 pixel, left 320 pixel, and color this color. You can use anything, but position absolute is must needed. After without that, you cannot move anything. So this is a basic. After creating the basics, so now we have to work with this whole span, the four span tag. This span tag is everything. We always important one. So in this span tag, called it with the button uh, basic position absolute, and display block. So now we have a four span, right? So you have to work with this every each of one. So first of all, we would go with the first one of this span tag, and I did some mistake because I'm used the small cap letter. So now with the f of span tag, we use n child, the pseudocode n child, and we call the number one child, which means the number one span, and we stylize it. So top is 0%, 0 pixel, whatever you want. Left minus 100%. Height 2 pixel, and width 100%. Now the important thing is background. So background is not a color, background is linear gradient. You have to do that linear gradient, and with 90-degree, a comma transparent, and then comma the color. So we have to do first transparent, then color name. Nothing happened because we have to do with animation on it. So for the animation, we have to create the name of the animation. So inside of the animation, we have to create the name. I said it animate. You can say whatever you want. For an animation timing will be 2 seconds, linear, and infinite, because the whole animation needs to move all the time. So infinite, you have to go with the infinite. So call the animation, we use keyframes, we know that, and inside of the keyframes we write the animation name, that is animate. And for 0%, we take the left is minus 100 on it, inside of the f span number one child, and copy that and use for 50%, that will be plus 100%, not minus. So it's basically go from left to right. So yeah, in that way it's basically go left to right. And for the infinite thing, this always move, not wait for once. And the fun fact is, when you reduce the letters for one letter, it automatically goes for once, because we use the with 100%, so it will goes automatically. So go in reverse, I use my full name now again, and it will work like again normally. So, and we also need to use the 100% for fulfill the animation. Use the 100% means the fulfill of animation. So whenever you do it, this goes for once, though it's infinite, but goes for once. That is the difference of 50% and 100%. So now we have four spans, so I'm now working with the first span. The rest of three need to work, so copy the first one, then child number one, and now work with the in child number three. We can go with serially, I go with the 1 and 3. That's not a big deal. And in we need very small changes in here. So the changes will be left will be gone with the right minus 100%. Yeah. And and the degree will be go 270 degree. And for every four span we have to create a four different names, so I call it animate one and change, because there is a right will be changed. The same here also, the left going with the right minus 100% and right 100%. So yeah, the two come on. So now we have to work with the animation delay, because one by one is need to work. So make it 1 second delay. It's not a big thing, but yeah, it's worked perfectly. Now copy it, and now we going to work with the number two. There are also very little changes here. uh, Top will be 100%, left becomes a right 0%. It's not a very small changes, because it's got many changes. Width 3 pixel and height 100%. This it's come with the left side now horizontally. So as basic, we have to go with the top minus 100%, and downside for 15 and 100%. This is the top plus 100%. uh, yeah, it's working, but not perfectly, because we did a mistake here. Animation delay fast, we set the animation delay this 0.7 second. Yeah, but we did a mistake. I told you earlier, that is two animation do, because we didn't change the animation name here. So animate 2, this is all animate 2 also. So now yeah, it's one by one. Now it's worked perfectly. So for number 4 now, the only lone person. And for number 4 we also need some little changes, not a big changes here. So number 4 here, and top becomes a bottom now, because we need a bottom here. We have every corner but not the bottom, and not the left side here. So bottom, right becomes a left now 0%. Height will be 100, width will be 3 pixel, nothing different, nothing big. The degree is always change. in every force span the degree is always changed, not the same. So it should be 360 degree, and animation delay time need to be unique. Again, this is a 1.5 second is perfect now, and it will be left becomes a bottom minus 100%, and for 50 and 100% bottom will be plus 100%. As simple as that. So there is some mistake, I guess. I did once again. The animation name is not changed again, so the now 3 animate 3. So yeah, it's working perfectly, but still I have missing something, I guess. The bottom part, um, bottom part. I don't change this degree, so you have to change that degree too, but still not working because in because in this part we have to change the top. It's not top, it's bottom. So now it's working perfectly. So as you see, it's working perfectly, but something like overflow on it, so we have to cancel the overflow. So overflow hidden in F. So now it's worked perfectly. And we change the border none, and have to add one last thing, that is text shadow. it's, it's part of a design. If you want, you keep it. If you don't want, don't use it. You can use another thing, you can use image, you can use anything. So for text shadow, this is 0 0 10 pixel and the color name, and then use comma. Again do the same, that is 0 0 20 pixel and the color name. Again a comma. For more shadow, use 3 line, means 3 type of shadow, 3 layer of shadow on it. So 0 0 40 pixel and the color name and semicolon on it. If you want, if you keep going with that, no problem. So yeah, there is kind of shadow on it. So last thing is missing. When you hover on it, it's kind of a jellyish thing. So if you saw the previous video how we made the jelly kind of thing when you hover on it, so make it again. So button hover, and just you can copy paste from the previous video also. I'm not defined it now right now. I'm just written the same as previous ones. The animation name, time, and the way it animate like linear, and then color. When you hover on it, the color will be slightly changed, up to you. It's not a big deal. Yeah, that is the color. And so text shadow will be none. So when you hover on it, this will happen. But still one last thing is remaining, that is the jelliest thing. If you want to add it, This is how the keyframes with the animation name. And we all know we have to use the 25% transform scale and this. So this whole process I mentioned earlier in the second video of my channel. So there's a third video, I'm not describe it. So this is how you'll done it, and when you hover on it, it's kind of jelly non-shadow thing. So I have, so this is a, and when you go with the single later or anything image later you want, you can do and design like this way. So hope so you like the video. Thanks for your time.